We're gonna try this again, man. If I can't get it, I'm probably just gonna have to skip the live stream. Y'all gonna have to hear my little stories later. Wow. It hasn't been this tough for me before. I always test it before I go live so that so that I won't have these issues. But yeah, of course, as soon as you actually need it, as soon as you actually need it, this is the kind of stuff you're faced with. I'm gonna roll with it. This is it wasn't planned to be a long stream anyway. I just want to get something out there, and I actually want to talk about tell my little a quick story of my Fasching. Like we missed Fasching. Oh, okay, it's good now. I think I lost my audience. There was a bunch of people waiting when I started the first stream. They're all gone now, but it's okay. I'll still upload the video for people to watch later. Kim, are you still in Germany? You're still in Germany, right? Oh, you're leaving tomorrow. That seems so soon. Man, that seems so soon. I bet it seems even sooner for you because you've been moving around, traveling, and seeing different things. I know you got a lot of videos. I know you got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know you're sad. I'm sad for you. What does it say? To the land of surprisingly hella good internet, Poland. Oh, wow, nice. Good internet there, huh? That obviously means you've been to Poland before. I can't hear myself. Oh, what happened? Come on. So it looks like the stream has a mind of its own. So I might not even leave. I might not even let this stay up. I might kill this off. Um, but yeah, let me tell my Fasching story real quick. So I had plans on making a nice little Fasching video, Carnival, whatever uh, anybody wants to call it. In 2016, I made one. I have that posted. Yeah, I know, Kim. I don't even know what to do with it anymore. I can't be bothered with it right now. If I lose you guys, I apologize. I'll still leave this up. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Um, so in 2016, when I first got back here, I went to a Fasching celebration, and it was pretty nice. I made a video about it. It's on my channel. But that was basically just us kind of just like showing up and like just planting ourselves somewhere and just trying to be a part of it. In 2017, I made another one, and this one I tried to get a little more of the stuff that people actually do and be involved with like the people and thing and all stuff like that a little bit more. But this year I was going to do like a whole thing, like it was going to be a whole kind of like a little movie. Like I had this full on idea on how I wanted to do it. I won't talk about it. I won't put the details out there because I still may be able to do it with some other celebration. But I had my whole thing, my whole plan. It was scripted. I had everything written. I knew which what footage I needed. I knew who I needed to record, what I needed to record, different kinds of angles and what's going to be in slow-mo and time lapse. I had everything all set up because we didn't go in 2018. So like I said, 2016 we went, 2017 we went, but we skipped last year. I can't remember why, but we skipped last year. So this year was going to be the big thing. It didn't happen. I'm completely sad about that because this was going to be for like the next week or so. I guess week to 2 weeks. This is what I was going to be working on, this video. So now I have to dig into the archives to see what other stuff I can kind of get uploaded. And that's kind of the reason I'm doing this stream right now, because this stream was actually going to be talking about the Karneval and Fasching experience that we experienced while we were at the celebrations. But I can't talk about it because we didn't go. So, man, that's kind of messed up. But like I said, I still might be able to do this for some other celebration or some other occasion. So I won't go into details on what was going to happen and things like that. The reason we didn't go is because the weather switched up again. So I made a video right when it seemed that winter was hitting us. You know what I mean? It's you know which video I'm talking about. So it was cold. It hit suddenly, and didn't like it. Kind of sucked. About a week and a half, 2 weeks after that, the weather flipped it on us, and it changed. Almost a complete flip-flopped. I mean, it got warm. The sun was shining all the time, and blue skies. The flowers were starting to get an early start. Like our tulips and stuff are starting to like come up out of the ground now, and it was just beautiful. So what'd I do? I made a video about that too. I had to, because I'm just like, look at this flip-flop. Like, people wouldn't even believe me. Quick side note, in Arizona where I came from, they're actually setting records now for snow in Arizona. Wow, crazy. Anyhow, I made a video about the weather flipping. So the weather decided to flip it on us yet again. And if you're in Germany, you know what I'm talking about. Now we're getting gray skies. It's wet as hell, like raining, and it's gotten back to the cooler side. It's not like stark cold, like winter cold, but it's back on the cooler side. I can't go sleeveless, like I said in the video, right now at least. So, Kimberly says it's really unusually cold in Texas too. Wow, really? Like, what kind of temperatures are they getting right now? Like, what's unusual for them? I used to live in Texas too, so yeah. So what had happened is my oldest daughter got sick. And she came down with a really like a decent little cold. Like, she was woofing, and she just dripping out of the face, and her voice was messed up. She was running fevers and cold chill, or what do you call it? Cold chills? That doesn't make sense. But getting chills, but hot, like running fevers. And yeah, we just couldn't have her out in the weather, because most of these celebrations are outdoor events. So we just couldn't have her out, and we decided that it's best if we just not do it. Now, I could have went alone. I didn't want to do that. Like, I didn't want to come back with all excited and be like, oh, look what I did, and you guys missed it. You know what I mean? It's just like, if we couldn't all go, then we just nixed it. Instead, we treated them to something else. We all stayed in and kind of hung out, and made a weekend of it like that. So yeah, I know. Hey Klaus, what's up? The winter is not over yet in Germany. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop being surprised by the flip flops and just expect it to be cold. And if it's not, great, but I'm just gonna expect it to be cold, at least for another almost 3 weeks now, at least. Klaus says you can get ugly weather every day. Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm definitely seeing that. Here lately, like today, it's yet another flip flop. It's like windy, super duper windy. Like I'm driving my car on the autobahn, and I'm just getting thrown around. I'm fishtail, not really fishtailing, but I'm waving because the wind's throwing me, especially when I get like over the bridges and things like that. The wind's just like throwing my little BMW around, and it's crazy, man. I'm just like, where does this come from? You know, it hits so suddenly. The weather changes. It's just like this, then this, just suddenly. Kim says, I love seeing trees falling. Trees falling? Is that? Do you mean because of the wind? The wind is knocking trees over. It did that when I lived in Arizona when we got those haboobs, whatever it's called. It used to knock windows or trees, windows too, completely out. Like put them right in the middle of traffic. Klaus. Yep, we also had a storm. Really? We didn't get we got a windstorm, and there was a little bit of moisture and precipitation in the air, but I mean, nothing other than that. It didn't really like pour down. We didn't get any like thunder or lightning or anything like that. But yeah, that's my Fasching story, man. I missed out. I had this whole production. Trust me, I had this whole production for you guys. If you look back at my video, actually the 3-part series of Holland and Amsterdam, where you know how those were linked, they were connected. It was gonna be similar to how I did that. I wasn't gonna do like the teleportation or none of that stuff. That stuff was fun though. I wasn't gonna do anything like that, but I trust me, I had a complete thing ready. So now I have to save this for the next time. Kimberly says, haha, I'm being stupid. But yes, trees are falling in Berlin. Reminds me of home. Hurricanes in Texas. Oh yeah, definitely. I never had to deal with a hurricane in Texas. Thank goodness. I can't do it. But yeah, I've seen it. Like I've not firsthand, but I've been in Texas when it's happened in other parts of Texas. West Texas is kind of a tricky weather place too. It rarely snows in the area that I was in, but there were a time or two where we got some freaky snows. Nothing like piled up high or anything like that, but just like freak snow. It's like, why is it snowing right now? It's crazy. So in case y'all didn't notice, I kind of moved this little office around, and it's a work in progress. These two shades here, is it bright? Is it too bright? Turn this down. So these two, they're actually soft boxes. I have these behind me because there's a huge mess behind them, and I didn't want that to be my backdrop. I was going to set up my my green screen setup and just put a black screen over it just so I had black behind me, but I just got lazy and I didn't feel like doing it. What does it say? What a bummer. I would love to see you do at a Summerfest. Summerfest? Is that a thing here? Summerfest? I mean, forgive me if I should know that. I get usually over the summers. That's my travel time. So that's probably why I miss all the stuff here in Germany, because I'm usually traveling outside of Germany during the summer. Which that might be different this year too. Man, it's gonna be a rough year for me, yo. Because we're supposed to be moving, relocating. I mean, nothing like crazy, just like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away from here. But man, it's gonna be crazy. Kimberly says, I've heard about them in Bavaria, but what do I know? Oh, the Summerfest? No, you might be right. It may just be me. I'm just like I said, I'm rarely here in the summers. I've only seen 2 summers so far of me living back in Germany. And when I lived here before, I didn't do a whole hell of a lot of traveling at the time. There's just different situations then. Like I was actually stationed here. I wasn't just living here. I was stationed here. So you can't always get out, can't always travel, can't always do what you want to do when you're involved with the when you're here as U.S. military. I'm gonna see how this chat banner works. Y'all tell me if it makes things worse here or not. So I want to see if it works. All right, ready? Let's see. Oh, it's kind of big, huh? Hold on. Let me make it smaller. Let me make it smaller. Oh, it's kind of hard to read too. But still, I want to see if it works. I'm not doing this for any other reason but just to see if it works. All right, ready? Here we go. Y'all tell me what that looks like. If it because I was doing the on-screen things last week. When I rewatched the video, I noticed that it altered the sound a little bit. Not crazy, but it still altered the sound. Tanya, welcome. Thank you for joining. Tanya Winter. Good to see you again. How are you? Speaking about storms, this is my weather. Right now I'm in East Germany with the big forest, and I love the sound of the storm in the trees. Oh, don't get me wrong, man. I do too. That's some what do they call it? ASMR, ASMR. That stuff. That's what that is for me. Like I could just like open a window if I could. I'd open a window and just like hear that sound and enjoy it. I love that. Welcome in Macaluda. Macaluda. Not a whole lot going on. Just talking about the weather real quick. You'll have to rewatch this. I did tell a story about my Fasching video that got ruined, completely ruined. Klaus, what is it about hearts? You should really visit it. Oh, you're talking to Kimberly. What is it about hearts? Oh, the emojis. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So yeah. What does that chat little invisible chat thing look like over here on the side? Is that intrusive? Is it in the way? Doesn't look like something I want to keep permanently, but I just want to test it out. I'm doing a whole bunch of testing on all kinds of on-screen craps because I just want to see what's going to work for me, because eventually I will have like a stable setup to where things will just be stationary and default. The only reason I'm doing this, what I just said, switching this office around, is because I just needed more space. I never showed you guys what the office looked like. Maybe I will if I get it together. Kimberly says it's kind of hard to read, but not intrusive. Oh, thanks, Kim. Okay. I'm going to take it off. I just want to see. I'm just testing it. Klaus says hearts is the area where... Oh! My bad. Sorry. You want to talk... It's my bad. Kim, I can tell you how to do it. I'll message you later. We'll talk later about it or something. It's a lot to mess around here. But basically, I use OBS Studio to do these things. And it allows you to put all kinds of stuff on your screen, like I was doing last week, like this one. Oh no, did I lose the stream? Come on. Okay. Thanks, Armando. I try to watch it on my MacBook. I watch it the way you guys watch it just to see how it looks, and I can actually see when it freezes up like that, and then I get pissed off. I try not to swear because then you guys will still hear it. Hearts Mountains. Oh, okay. Hearts Mountains. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. So yeah, Kimberly, you were asking about this. So yeah, it allows you to do stuff like this. Um, there's a lot of stuff you can do. These are just like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Here's another one. These are just things I'm dabbing in, messing around with, just to kind of test it and see how it looks on screen, and you know, just getting familiar with it basically. But we'll keep it plain for now. Let's see. Indy. I'm sorry if I can't miss or pronounce your name correctly. Nicindy. Can you tell us why you moved to Germany? This time I moved to Germany because I fell in love with the country. I mean, plain and simple. The first time I moved to Germany, I came with, as I mentioned earlier, I came with the U.S. military. I was stationed here, and I was stationed here for a number of years, and there was enough time for me to fall in love with it. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been any other place that's other than my home, would I have fallen in love with that place? But somehow I don't think so, because I've traveled and I've been to many other places that I've always wanted to go to, and I don't feel the same way I feel that when I'm here. I'm sorry if that sounds a little bit too much, but I mean, it's the truth, man. I just fell in love with the country. Thank you for asking, Indy. Tanya Winter says, this is when you realize as a human that nature is the strongest power in the world. Despite all the technique mankind has invented, lots of talking about the weather today. Yes, this is true. This is true. You're right. Klaus, you see news and storms in Alabama? Oh, wow. Yeah, those poor guys. You know, I just hope we can get through it. I just hope we can get through the season without it being too bad for us. I like adverse weather, but just not all the time, as I said before. Thanks for answering my question. My name is pronounced Nikki in Indy. I'm sorry. I see it now. I'm not that smart. Indianapolis, huh? Where are you now? Nikki in Indy. Kimberly says Germany is the best. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's going to come down to the individual, but that is how I feel. What are you going to do in Poland? What are you doing in Poland? You got any plans? Or you just going to go there and just like do whatever? Because both sound like a good idea. I would love to just go and do whatever. I haven't been to Poland. I have to visit Poland. I do hear good things about Poland. Nikki says, I am in Germany now, in Sauerland. Okay, good. If you don't mind me asking, why were you in Indianapolis? Is that where you're from, or did you move there from here and now you're back here? Indianapolis. Armando says, I've been in Serbia, but not Poland yet. Yeah, not me neither. I was going to say, I've heard some good things about Poland from a lot of people. There's some sleeper places out there. There really are. There's places in the Czech Republic that I'd revisit. We had fun in the Czech Republic. I have a video, of course, obviously. A lot of those places, a lot of the places that I have on video are, I don't even know what to call them. They're not extravagant. They're not like over the top, because when I moved back here is when I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel. That's not 100% true. I started my YouTube channel in 2015, but in 2016 is when I decided that I was going to actually start putting it to work. Yeah, and a lot of those videos from around that time or before just don't. They're different than some of the ones over the progression of time. No, I am from Germany. I lived in the U.S. for 15 years, went to grad school, and then worked there. Now I'm back in Germany. Oh, I see. I see. Well, what did you think of Indianapolis? Would you go back? Or would you go anywhere back in the States? Kimberly, I'm going to be next to the Baltic Sea. Poland is cheap, so I'm going to save up money while I'm there. Nice. I really haven't been to Poland long enough to get the culture, so I'm excited. Can't wait to see what you get. See, that's the good thing about being travelers, YouTubers who also travel, is because the places I haven't been to or haven't or can't get to, I get to live through people who actually go there and experience it the way they are. It's so awesome. I love this. I can't wait to see what you come up with. If you come up with anything. Klaus, have you been to Croatia? I have not been to Croatia yet. But it takes people like you to recommend these places for me, that are kind of like below my radar for me to go there. So I can add that to the list now. Thanks, Klaus. Oh, it's okay, man. I know what you meant. Armando says Croatia is beautiful, so I better make a note to go and put it in my phone. By the way, if y'all see my notes on my phone, oh my goodness. Croatia. If y'all see my notes on my phone, they're crazy. Like whenever I get an idea or something, I for a video or something like that, I'm jotting it down in the notes, and I have just like lists and lists of notes and ideas and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, if I put all that to work, I would have such a crazy log of videos that I probably wouldn't have to record for like 6 months. True story. It's just that I got so much footage and so much stuff on my hard drive over here that it would just take so much time editing that I right now I just try to keep a steady flow instead of just like creating a backlog. Creating a backlog is probably the best thing you can do because then you don't have to worry about if you're going to have your video uploaded in time. Because I use this YouTube Assist program called Morning Fame, and it tells you what are the best times to upload your videos. It tells you when you get the most engagement after posting. It tells you, how much engagement you get, and it tells you all kinds of stuff. It's a very helpful tool. And Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays, and Fridays are my upload days. So I try to make one of those days per week. Let's see. Armando says Serbia and Croatia were one nation once. Nice. Advantage of Croatia is that they have beaches too. Oh, sweet. So I haven't been to a. Oh, yes, I have. I was just about to say I haven't been to a beach here, but I have. Uh, yes, I would go back. My favorite places are Chicago and Madison, Wisconsin. But I would only go back if I had family there or a husband because it got a little bit lonely being there on my own. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Um, are you back here with family? Oh, where I'm from? Um, Nikki, you gotta subscribe. I got a lot of information for you, girl. Um, I'm from Missouri, St. Louis to be exact. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I've lived since I was in the military. I've lived in Texas, as mentioned. I've lived in South Dakota. I've lived in Texas multiple times. I've lived in South Dakota. That's probably it for the states outside of Missouri, my home. Um, I couldn't go back and live in the Midwest. Whenever I go home, that home, I just feel claustrophobic. It's a really strange thing to say, and it's a strange feeling, but I just feel claustrophobic when I'm back in my hometown. Never been to Chicago. And that's I think Chicago is very near St. Louis, where I'm from. All right, Armando, take it easy. My girlfriend is coming back. Take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. So the few people I got here, real quick, tell me what days you guys mainly catch a video of mine on. Are you just kind of like whenever you see it, you watch it? Or do you actually like keep your notifications on and try and catch it when it's premiering? Because I've been doing premieres here lately. And the reason I'm asking that is because you guys are the ones that I'm uploading for. So it would be nice to know like what days and times roughly that people actually catch these videos on, because like I said, the tool I use that tells me the perfect time to upload to get the most people's to catch most people's attention and get their eyes and engagement and things like that are Monday, sometimes Wednesday and Friday. But you guys are right here, so if you guys got any feedback on that, I'm open to hear it. I'm only going to be in the stream for maybe another 8 to 10 minutes. I can't let this one be like 2 hours long. Kimberly says I have the bell notifications hit, so I try and watch it during premieres. Yeah, same here. See, that's the kind of YouTuber I am. Don't get me wrong. On my other YouTube channel, I have like, I don't know, something like 180 channels that I'm subscribed to. So that got to be a little much. Like, I tried to stay notified of all those when they upload, but it's just too much. It's just too much. So on this channel, I subscribe to a good number, but a lot of the big guys, the people with millions of subs and all that stuff, I turn off the notifications for those guys. I mean, it's too overwhelming. So, but the smaller people that matter, like especially this community, Kim, you're one of them, I keep notifications on all the time. Rollo, what's up? What's up? Okay. Okay, so a couple of you actually do the notifications. That's good then. That's good. That's good to hear. In my opinion, that's the best time to catch it, is when it's like right when it airs. I gotta see what my boy talking about. Straight up, man. I appreciate that. You missed the earlier part of the stream, man. I had a good video. I had a really, really good video all planned out, and it got foiled. I'll post this stream, obviously, and you can go listen to the story. I'm a little bit disappointed. I know a lot of people are just like, dude, get over it. Just do something else. But man, when you're in the mode, when you're in creative mode and you're just ready and prepared and you just feel like you're just, I don't know, man. I was just really, really ready. I was ready to start production on this movie. But it's okay. Like I said, all is not lost. I can always just put this effort and energy into a new one. I'm that same way, minus a few big ones that I fangirl. Connor said, oh, yeah. Connor's awesome. And oh, man. If you got your notifications on right now, you have to be getting bombarded. I do still. And he's been posting sometimes 3 times a day. Man, that's a lot of, but that's what you get to do when that's your life. Like, he's put himself in a position now that YouTubing is his life. And a couple videos back, that's what he talked about. Like, this is his life now. That's where I'm headed. Hopefully in this next, I'm hoping 2020 is my year. I really am. But hopefully that's where I'm going to be, to where like this is just my life. I don't have to dedicate. I don't have to put in anywhere else. I don't have to put any time anywhere else. Obviously, my family notwithstanding, but that's what I want to do. And he's put himself in that position, and hats off to that guy, big time. So yeah, Cindy, I agree with you. I always catch Connor's videos, and such high energies, man. Goodness, he just came back to Germany for a little while. Him and his homeboy Silas, and he's just got so much energy. If I ever meet these guys, man, I'm just gonna be watching. I'm gonna be like, I contacted them. Hopefully they get back with me. Maybe we can do something. I try to keep my hopes that people who are gaining that kind of momentum and getting large like that are still about the community. You know what I mean? Nikki says, I just watch the videos when they seem interesting. I do not use the bell. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, because that's the only reason we're watching videos, right? Because we're watching things that interest us. Kimberly Cross, fire. That man is fire. Fire. You should contact him. See if y'all can do a video. Oh, but you're leaving soon. He's on the go. He is on the go. Between Bali and back here. And I think he says he's going, no, I don't remember. He says he's going somewhere else after this. All over the place. Which is awesome. I really like your videos. Thanks for making them. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. Chris, it will be your year. Hopefully, Kim. And hopefully it'll be your year too. You know what? I'll just say it, man. I am all my life I've been about the underdogs, and I got about 3 to 4 minutes here left. All my life I've been about the underdogs. Like all through school, the person that people were reluctant to talk to or be friends with, I always befriended. The person who got picked last on sports and everything, if I was picking, I would always pick that person. You know what I mean? I always befriended. And I call them the underdogs. That's not really what I mean, but I mean like the less popular. You guys know what I mean. So when it comes to this community, the smaller people, I really think, for me at least, I just think the smaller people should always stick together, because you got nowhere to go but up. Nowhere to go but up. So when you guys finally get to the up that you're looking for, you can look back at all of that time you put in, all of that energy, all of that effort, and you guys can like revel in that joy and be happy in it, like as a community. There's no, there wasn't ever any, you can be happy that there wasn't never any, my channel kind of took off this way and that person's channel wasn't doing so well, so I just cut ties with them. You don't have to worry about that kind of bull. You know what I mean? I really am for the small guys. And the small guys, a lot of small guys are really doing big things, and they're not getting the recognition. You know what I mean? So I like pushing the small people out front, including myself. You know what I mean? I'm trying hard to grow this channel, man, and I feel like other people are trying, if not hard, just as hard, if not harder. And this is what we do. We claw and we scrape and scratch our way to the top. You know what I mean? If you ever make it to the top. I guess I shouldn't say to the top, but higher. You try to get as high as you want to go. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't always get there in the time that you want to, but eventually you will. And it's just awesome to look back and just see all the people that were right there with you, So kudos to small YouTubers. I made a video about that too, man. Supporting small YouTubers. I made a video about a lot of stuff. So yeah, thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Klaus says he comes back to Germany later this year. Yo, yeah. I'm going to assume he's going to come back to Germany quite often. Truth. Yeah, Kim, you know what I'm talking about. 'Cause 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 I'm talking about. Yeah. So, oh, no, one thing I need to do is oh, hey, sausage. Guten Abend. How are you? What do you think of the weather? What do you think of the weather? Okay, stream still going? Yep. Somebody tell me real quick, how has the stream been? Has it been pausing a lot? I changed the settings during those gaps that it kept cutting out. So I don't know how it's been. I've been forgetting to look down. And I can see right now it's kind of buffering. Um, I'm gonna keep testing it. I'll keep testing it and trying to see what works best for these live streams because I don't want to stop doing these live streams. If I have to like ramp up my router or see, we're like I said, we're moving though, so hopefully the area we go to is like uh super strong internet. That's what I need, man. I love these live streams. I really do. What's the update for now? I missed it probably. Oh yeah, I'll post this and you can just rewatch it. I have to actually end the stream here in another minute or two. I have some things I need to go take care of. I'm sorry, sausage, but it's basically a story about Fasching and how I missed it. Um, Kimberly says I have to finish packing, but it was nice to make you. Yeah, Kim, take it easy. Take it easy. I appreciate you joining. Thank you for staying the full time. You definitely don't have to, but thank you. Safe travels. We'll be in contact. And see you next time. Sausage Fruit. You will live stream too on Twitch. I will eventually. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube first, so that I can get this channel all nice and partnered up. I want to start getting some sponsorships and stuff because I need some help to get this channel kind of. I want to grow the channel a little more, so I need to concentrate on this platform first. So as soon as I get this going, I'll be switching over to Twitch. Is going to be all gaming. I've been playing that Apex Legends here recently, and I really like it. But the main game I'm waiting on, here's a spoiler, is The Last of Us 2. So, I mean, if I can get this channel nice and steady and just flowing good by the time that's released, then I'll get to going on Twitch with live streams. I need to free up some more of my time too. I have two things that are taking too much of my time. I'm gonna cut those out, and hopefully that'll do it for me. But yeah, are you on Twitch, Sausage? Because I think you asked about it last time too. But either way, thank you guys, all you guys that did show up. Thank you for showing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream. I have to go take care of some things. I appreciate you guys watching. Klaus, you don't like the village anymore, or why do you move? No, I'm moving because there's more things that help out business in the area that I'm going to. I have a bunch of little things that I'm doing. You guys have no idea. I have a whole bunch of things that I'm switching up to right now, and business will boom more in the area that I'm going to. That's why I'm moving. Oh, and by the way, it's tough to make a different out of see and do, isn't? Yes, it is. You must have watched my latest video. Germany is stressful. Not really. I'm not stressed out. I'm just I'm not moving in a city, but closer to one. I'm not stressed out. I spread myself too thin. I have too much on my plate at once, and I've always kind of been that way. But I'm minimizing. I'm downsizing. I'm getting rid of some things that kind of don't matter to me. No, not close to mines. Be nice though. Okay, guys, thank you. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for joining the stream. feel free, Sausage, and you all the guys, to rewatch this so you can see what I said about the story. And yes, I like the behavior of the Germans. I have no problems with behaviors over here. I've said it in videos countless times. People are super nice to me. Super nice. I have no complaints. You think here is too less or no patriotism? I think you have patriotism. I just think it's less in your face. It's less abrupt. It's less aggressive. You know, the Germans definitely have patriotism. I see it all the time in the place I go to every day. But that's not a bad thing. So take care, guys. Thanks for showing up. I'll try and get my next video out hopefully by Friday. I'll try on Wednesday. If not Wednesday, I'll try by Friday. But thank you, guys. Thank you for joining, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys in the next stream, actually.